Hello, everybody, and welcome in. It says it's time to rock and roll, so let's do this. Hello, everyone. We'll give a few minutes for people to roll in. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Sherry. What's going on, Jeremy? Who else is in? Sherry R. Who else? What's going on, Jan? Look, come on, no hands. Good name. Oh, my favorite. And speaking of the look, ma, no hands. One of my favorite commercials years ago. It was I don't remember what it was for, but it had this soccer player, and he was doing a bunch of stuff, and he came to like the last screen, and he's like, "Look, ma, no feet." It was it was cool. Oh no. Okay, that just made me like okay. Um, let's see. Hola. To those speak a little Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo está usted? I learned that in school. Well, that's good because I felt really bad. Look, ma. Yeah, my Spanish isn't too swift. Bien, bien. Yo soy cansado. Mucho trabajo. So I see everybody's piling in. Bien, gracias. Who else is this tangible realm? We've got some new people in tonight. So hello to all of you. I'm glad you could make it. Um, Tonight, mi no trabajo, nada, nada por nada, no trabajo, no dinero. So, hey, Von Von, I took 3.5 years off of Spanish in high school. I took I think a year, and I was yeah. So since we're give it a couple more minutes. So how's everybody doing? Everybody working on their projects for Christmas, and it's that time. It's crunch time. So what's everybody working on? Anything cool? Well, I mean, come on. We turn yarn into things. We are cool.
Well, Jen said she took 3.5 years of Spanish in high school.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
I've I forgot 3 years of Spanish in high school. I need to finish the border on my Gremlins Christmas blankets. That's cool. What's going on, Mike? MDL in the house. Hey, with yes, it is great responsibility. So give it a minute and we'll get to it. I dug out some stuff. Pretty, I think, first part of next week, I'm going to release another Centro because you guys like that. I'm going to release another Centro tutorial on scarves because I've made a couple since. Well, I've made quite a few of them on the Centro, but I've made a couple for like gifts and stuff, and so the Centro one on the scarf should be really cool. I have 5 UFOs. Yeah, I've got let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not far behind you, Deborah. I got 4. So one of the makes that I just pardon me, I just did was I did this. And I did this on the Centro, and I was actually holding 2 yarns together, 2 DKs to get that pattern. So I just need to just finish it off now. But I think it came out kind of cool. It was actually a pink skein and a white skein. Oh well, kind of a cream. And this is this is Arroyo. This is Malabrigo Arroyo. This is for a family. This is what I made for a family member because she wanted like a pink, but not too like heavily pink.
But it's really soft.
And so it's really soft. On me it's kind of small because I got the fat neck. So it's very soft. It's like I said, it's Malabrigo Arroyo, which is their DK, and it's 100% superwash merino. So it's really cool. It's you're right. The farm from Hobie. Small. So that's what the one of the ones that I've been working on. And see what I need to do is once you take it off the Centro, you cast on like a throwaway yarn, and then what you do is basically you hold it, which I'm really bad at, and I need to get better. Basically, you hold it like that and see how the stitches line up, and then you just stitch back and forth through the stitches to you know to tighten that to close that end because it's a it's still just a tube. Um, and you just stitch through there, and that'll tighten up the ends, and then all you really do is just pull the other, like you cut it and just pull off the other, the waste yarn. So see, that way you have a clean edge on the scarf. So I've got that one, and then I'm making a couple other ones for people. So yes, this one actually came out really soft. This one's really nice. And I'm pleased with the way the way with the two holding the two skeins, the way it striped it. I think that came out pretty cool. So I'm happy with that one. So I should be done with that probably by tonight. The sewing these things closed is not my forte. I struggle with it. I am not the greatest sewer. I struggle with closing these. I'm getting better at it, but one of them I did, it looked like a steak knife. It like cut the cut the end of the scarf. It was bad. But a little fringe, hey, it covers that right up. So I did this. Here was another. Uh-oh, where'd it go? It was right here. I set everything out. Where did it go? Did you see it, my love? My thing. Oh.
Oh. This one?
No, the hat. My hat.
Okay.
I know I didn't set it. I set it down.
Well, you can show mine. This. Oh, God, this one.
So I made a couple hats.
You want to show this one too?
Real quick, and we'll get to some of my other stuff. But this is Red Heart Melange. And this I made for Rebecca because it matches the virus shawl that I made for her. It's the same color yarn. So now she's got a hat to match her shawl. So she was excited about that because we were going out in the cold. And the same thing with this one. It's reversible, but the colors are pretty much, well, no, they're different. So I did that. And then somebody was asking about my fishing hat. The one that I made, how close were you to the earthquake? The earthquake is actually in Northern California. We're kind of in Central. But the
About 6 hours away, 7 hours.
yeah, it was a good 6 hours away from us, like a 6-hour drive away from us. So I was at work. I didn't feel it at work.
The Bay Area did, though.
So, but the Bay Area did, and
San Jose.
up by Eureka, which is way north of us.
Mm-hmm.
That's where more towards where the epicenter was.
That was scary.
So a 7 is a good one. I was in the Loma Prieta one, the big one in the Bay Area, when the freeway collapsed and all of that. So yeah, when the ground starts moving, I get really spooked. Yeah. That was quite an experience. So, but yeah, we're fine. We didn't get anything crazy.
But we're on
so we're in that. Yes, Lorraine, it was today. It was, I think, this morning.
Yes.
sometime, and it was up towards Eureka, California, which is closer to Oregon. It's closer to Oregon, really, than it kind of is us. Yeah, about 10:30. Rebecca, would the clean Queensland lambs, wool, and cotton make a good hat, a scarf, or mitten? I know I showed a picture. Um, I will tell you this: if you're using, because I tried it, um, and it didn't really, at least on the Centro. I tried a little bit of
But she's
juniper,
probably gonna knit it or crochet it.
and it didn't work. But knitting and crocheting, I'm sure it was fine.
Yeah.
It just didn't. The juniper moon that I was playing with, it didn't. There's no stretch to the cotton, so it tends to bind up the Centro. But knitting it or crocheting it, it should be fine.
Yes. It'll be soft.
Hello, Carson. And this is my fishing hat. So this is the one when we go out deep sea fishing. I wear this because this this one is really warm. This piece here,
Say hello, Russ.
the white. Oh well, it's not really white. It's kind of a beige. Is Lion Brand fisherman's wool. Is what it is, and it's actually softer than what I thought it was gonna be. But that's the Lion Brand uh, fisherman's wool, and then the middle piece. I had to go bougie. The middle piece is Malabrigo Rios. So I wanted to play around with it just because it was mine, but it's really nice and warm. It's a really good hat. The fisherman's where is it? Oh, it's on the bottom. The fisherman's brown or the lion brown fisherman's wool. It's actually pretty nice. And I will have to get the color for you later because it's under a massive pile of yarn that I just got. Is Russ going live when Matt is done? I am not sure. Are you?
He's on here.
That's what I'm saying. He just asked. And he said, is Russ going on live after Matt is done? So there's that. And then for my yarn haul this week, I have to say it's an unknown source because I don't want to mess with anybody because I got it from somewhere. That just sounded like, yo, I got the stuff. I got the goods. But it came from somewhere that I don't want to divulge because it may ruin something for other people. But I was happy about this, and I got quite a few in different colors of the Hershner's Afghan yarn, and this one is wheat, and it's 100% acrylic, 2 ounces, 24 stitches, machine dry, and number 2, and it's 224 meters. Oh, come on, cut me some slack. I don't want to do the math. Oh, 244 yards. So I got some pretty cool colors. So those are all the Afghan yarn, and I think it'll make a pretty Afghan, as a matter of fact. So I've got to get working on that. Excuse me. So that's pretty cool. Also, along with those colors, I got these. Ah, I got these. And these are really nice too. They're all the same. They're all the same Afghan yarn. So it's very cool. I really liked it because it's the two. And thanks to, I know Russ is in the room.
Some of the things people are working on. Carmen is finishing the borders on her Gremlins Christmas blanket.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Jen is doing a C2C blanket.
So yes, it is another set of good colors. And I thank a friend of mine for hooking me up. I was at, you know, he was doing his thing, and I don't want to mess with it if anybody else has got, the box. So it was cool. So along with that, something else that I've been doing is I ripped out I actually I was working on my blanket. I need to get on the yeah, I mean, okay. I'll spill the beans. It was from Russ's Advent box. I was a crazy guy, and I opened the whole thing. my grandson and I did. It was a blast. And so it was a lot of fun. But yeah, that Hirschner stuff was part of it, which was cool. Counting stitches and lurking-ish. I know, shame on me. And I've got it should be next week. I had to talk to Hirschner's. There's my friend is an enabler. I got a text from him Monday morning, and I couldn't resist it. So I actually have a package from Hirschner's coming, and it's worsted 8, I want to say, and then some cakes. So as soon as that rolls in, which I had a little problem with Hirschner's, but we got it straightened out, and it's they said it's on the way. So that was all good. And yes, the same Mike I know got the same text as I did. And he hooked up a couple of his buddies. What else I got on the Cyber Monday? Did you get the thing out of the kitchen?
Which one?
the soap.
Oh, yeah.
The only other thing I bought the stuff from Hirschner's. I also got some other. I had to get some stuff from Amazon. But like yarn related stuff. This was the only other yarn related thing I got, which was I'm not sponsored by them or anything. It's just what I use, and so I got a bottle of soap,
Which was the little packages that
which
we,
is the little packages of the people that got that one things. This is what was in it. So I actually do use it, and we used it like on the Noro, and okay, you can't smell it when it has the paper still on it. But this one is the fig. This is the fig scent. It works really well. I like this is as far as like soap wise. I was said that I use bougie soap too. So that's the bougie soap that I use, and it works well. So that was pretty much everything I got on Cyber Monday. Um, like I said, I've got some Hirschner stuff coming, and as soon as it gets here, I will show it on the channel. I'm really excited. There's a couple of cakes that I really like the colors. They're kind of southwestern kind of colors.
so you can show them the other kinds again.
Oh, we're cool.
Okay.
Um, so this is kind of way I gotten these, and these it's the same stuff. So it works good. And I had a haircut. Yes, I did have a haircut. All three of them I got cut. I've been you guys know I've been working on this blanket, and I've gone back and forth with a few stitches past here, and I had like 3 or 4 rows done, and I kept looking at it, and I was like, nah, I guess it was the color. No. No, I didn't do the furl sale. I heard about it, but I've got the hooks that I want. So, I'm good. I'm good. I've got one Odyssey, and then I've got the streamlined the metal ones. So I'm happy with the furls ones I've got. I don't need any more. So this was the Afghan, and what I did was I ripped it. I had a few rows of blue after the white, and I didn't like it, so I ripped it out. I had like 4 rows, and I ripped it out. I wasn't happy, so now I'm happier with the green because it ties into more of like the greens in the middle, and the greens in here. I just thought it looked a little bit better. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work up, about quite a few rows around in just the plain green, and then finish it off with a nice border. So it's going to be more like a lap blanket than like a humongous blanket. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. All I've been really doing is doing a spike stitch, as you can see. So what I do is I do a row of the spike stitch, then a row of the granny stitch. because I didn't want to do like this, like the spike stitch on everything. So I was alternating it with, a row of the spike, 2 rows of granny, a row of the spike, 2 rows of granny, and I like the way it came out. So now with the green, I have to finish it like right away. And then I'm probably gonna put like a white. I'm thinking maybe a cream white border around the outside of it to finish it off. So hopefully I will bust it out and get done with it this weekend. So I'll have another whoop, it's attached. Another an FO to show next week. The one that I'm really excited, and I was really surprised that it actually came. It's been, it's like fishing line. It got all tangled. The one that I'm really excited about, and I talked to my family, and I know some of them are watching. I want to say like they're more lurking because there's a couple of them that like to watch, but they're not too they're not too good with the YouTube stuff. So I was really excited about getting the Graciosa yarn from Rena, and I have to say Rena was a bomb. If you want something like done for like a custom cake from Rena, just get a hold of her. It's painless. It was an awesome experience. So if Rena's in the house, I didn't see her, but thank you, Rena. It was an awesome experience. Just get a hold of her. I mean, all I really did was I got a hold of her and we talked about what I wanted, and she got it taken care of. I know Jeremy had the same thing, and I think Jeremy had a really good experience also. And so it's really cool. If you want something special, get a hold of her. So with that, I am using my Graciosa cake, which is this one, which I'm so excited about. This one, this was so cool. So I'm working on that, but it actually, I didn't have a problem working it up. Fumble fingers. It's this one. A lot of Rena's cakes are and fingering like one weight. This one's actually a sport weight, and I'm able to work it up really well. So this is from the Graciosa cake, that my cake that was on that's on Rena's website, the one she made for me. So I'm excited about it. Because this is going to my godmother, and we were talking, and she really liked the virus pattern, and so this is the virus shawl from Fiber Spider, as what I'm working up. So I was comfortable because I've made a couple of these, so I was comfortable with the pattern, which made it a little easier, so I can concentrate on getting my like stitches and learning how to work with the smaller yarn, smaller weight yarn a lot better. But that's how it's coming out. So I couldn't be more excited about it. So it was nice the sport weight was nice to work with. I know she's got a couple other sport weight ones on her website, so I would check them out. And I of course, I am an affiliate, Rena's affiliate. I have my affiliate link in my channel description. So it's, you don't have to, but if you want to use my link, go for it. I believe she gives some off your first on your first order from it. So that's worth it. So check it out. So I'm working on this, and so I'm really happy with that. I know Fiber Jazz Rebecca is working on take it easy, Mike. You too. Be safe. And if Panda's around, you too, Panda. How you doing, Mimo? Mimo. I really like my Yarn Genie. I am so happy with it. This is the one that I have. It was another late night Amazon purchase, and it's Artywell. It's Break the Computer Well. No, that's the brand of it. And other than me, like flinging, see, now you know why the cardboard boxes don't stand a chance. It just pops right on. It's a magnet. You can put your cakes, you can put skeins on here. It works really well. As you can see, like I'm just barely touching it. And if you really like yanked on it, it would be like having a bird's nest in a fishing reel, because this thing will just spin. Because I don't know if you can see it too well. Take that cake off there. I'm not going to do it with the cake on. I don't know if you can, how well you can. Well, you can see it. But I mean, it spins like nobody's business. So I would say it's actually, I mean, to me, it was worth it. I don't, because like on this cake, I'm pulling it from the outside, so there's no yarn barf. On some of the skeins, like the solid color skeins, I put them on here and pull them from the outside, and there's no yarn barf, which is cool. On some of the cakes, like some of the Malabrigo cakes, if I want to do like a center, well, it's not gonna be center pull because I'll cake it up. But like on some things that I do want to center pull, it's usually variegated stuff. The way this cake was caked up, I wanted it white to the dark green and blue. So it works. It works well. Then I have this poor little guy too. This is the smaller of the two. But you can see how that thing spins. I mean, this thing, it spins like crazy. And it's really smooth, so you're not fighting with, pulling yarn and then crocheting and then pulling yarn and then crocheting. You just pull it and it pulls right off. It works really well. So if you're thinking about investing in one, and get the smaller one to use to try it out, if you want. But I really like the two that I have. And I know Fiber Jazz Rebecca uses the black one most of the time. I tend to use bigger cakes. Like the smaller, like Queensland and Juniper Moon, like the smaller cakes will fit on the smaller one better. So they work really good. No, it would work well with that. Yeah, just fluffy. It works. It works with any yarn. What do you mean just bougie yarn? I don't use just bougie yarn. But yes, it works with once you cake it, like once you make a cake of like Malabrigo or Juniper Moon or or like Queensland, that any yarn will work on that. I've had like Karen Simply Soft on that I've used on it. I've used all kinds of yarn and I've been like really happy with it. Well, I know just Fluffy's here just to give me a hard time because that's the way she rolls. she keeps me on the straight and narrow. She does the fact check. Hi, Susanna. Um, like I was saying, uh, speaking of, I feel bad for Rebecca because she actually frogged a whole lot more than I did. She frogged out this whole blanket. Like almost she was a quarter, I think a quarter left of the blanket to finish, and she frogged it all out. So she's working on that, and it's coming out really pretty. Did you want to show your wares, my love? And this particular blanket is a Boggy Creek blanket, I believe.
Yeah, it's with Russ's
And it's with
some of the blue, the green I put. It's with the blue that Russ gave me, and then I added. It's got a pattern going through it. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe it's backwards. Hold on. Can you see the pattern? And it's going all the way through. There you go. And it's
that roll was Mainstays.
yeah, that one's mainstay. But it was actually Russ's big twist. Big twist to start with. And oh shit.
What did you do?
Sorry. And big twist. Sorry. There you go.
I was just thinking that it's like when I play peekaboo with my grandsons.
And that's for a little boy.
So, like I said, she ripped that whole. She had a whole blanket. She had like maybe that much more, like maybe 7-8 inches left to finish a blanket, and she ripped it all out. So I feel bad for her. You know, sometimes we have those projects that you look at and you go, it's good, but it's not what was in my head. And I think that's what it was. I think that's what it was from her. As she just wasn't happy with, because it was different. It was different colors, different stitches, and I don't think she was happy with the
No.
way it was coming out. So that's why she tore it up. I'm working with my shawl, and she's like doing this. So yeah, I know it wasn't too fun for her.
It should be done in the next by this weekend.
And just and Fluffy, I was told that a long time ago, when I started knitting, if you're not happy with it, and start over. Because if you're not happy with it, you won't finish it. That's one of those projects that gets, you know, it's the UFO like forever. And I've done that. I've actually done that with a couple. I was working on a knitted shawl and I didn't quite care for it, and it's sat for a couple of years. So, kind of keep that in mind when you're like working on stuff. It's not a big deal to tear it all up and start. I mean, yes, it is. Who am I kidding? But you know, do you make a project that you're happy with, so you're more likely to finish it than just like keep going on something that you're not happy with. Because on a couple of things I wasn't happy with stuff and I finished them and I looked at it and I still wasn't happy. I once at the bottom of a pile of like stuff next to my desk. What's going on, Bear? Yeah, the forever whips are no fun. I'm not a big fan. I'm more of like if it sits for a while, I'll tear it up and recake the yarn and go a different direction. Even with knitting, which takes longer. I have a habit of doing that. Is getting like a quarter of a way, and Becky's saying finish it, and I'm like, I just don't. I'll set it down and I won't touch it. I'll pick up something else. But the whips that I've shown today, you guys can keep my feet to the fire. I've got to finish them. Those are like Christmas. This is Christmas stuff. I'm down to the wire because I did the procrastination game. So you guys can keep my feet to the fire for it. Um, turn those into FOs instead of UFOs.
Mhm.
Well, I know Becky will keep my feet to the fire, and I've one of the presents is that shawl is going to my godmother, and it's kind of special because her family. I mean, she's my godmother, but she's my family. Yeah, is from Graciosa, which is the name of the yarn. So that's kind of neat. I've got to finish that shawl. Like I said, I'm gonna do that tutorial on Monday. It's probably gonna drop Monday. Yeah. Um, I'll work on it over the weekend of doing the um the scarf on the centro. It works up pretty fast. So that's it. Not as fast as the hats, but we'll take a look at that, which is kind of neat. The hats, if you have a Centro or an Addy, the hats you can um crank out the hats pretty fast. Um the most I did 7 in one night for like a family get together. So you can really pump them out. Um, so if you're thinking about getting one, it's the Addy and the come on, the Addy and the Centro are actually good for that. So who's doing what? Here I am, just babbling and not taking. I have the smaller Carol. I have the smaller one too. I have the big 48 one, the 48 pin, and I have the smaller one. The smaller one, it's it's cool for baby stuff. Like I made a pair of tube socks. Like, but I kind of wish that I had not got that one. I know people make amigurumis on it and stuff like that, but for what I actually wanted it for, it was like no. So yeah, it's not good. The Centro, the smaller one, doesn't have a counter on it. So you just kind of have to eyeball everything. You can't. It's not very like my hats. When I make hats, it's from for kids hats. It's could be around 60 to 75 or so rounds, and doing it on the little Centro, you can't tell. It just doesn't have a counter on it, so that's not a good time. I'm making a smaller sized baby blanket for a girl in my crochet group that works labor and delivery. She said they needed blankets for babies, and that and I didn't get to go home. For the babies that don't get to go home.
That's right.
Okay. It just it just dawned on me what I was reading.
Labor and delivery.
Yeah, I got labor and delivery, and I'm thinking like I'm thinking like physical labor and like delivery. Nah, the light bulb just came on. So yeah, that's really cool. As for preemies.
Oh, it's just fluffy. Oh, also, this, if anybody wants to share their makes, they can always send your picture and you can show it if you want. They want to show their work.
I know at this time I don't have a Facebook page, like a Facebook page for the Rock and Crochet. But what I can do is you can, if you, my email's the Rock and Crochet at gmail.com. If you've got pictures of mix that you want to show, what I can do is just send me the email, and I can show the pictures. I'll share the pictures of the makes. So that way we get to see we get to see other people's stuff and kind of share our makes, so which would be kind of neat. The parents can keep their bodies have been wrapped in. That's cool. Because I know as far as makes, some of you are, I give credit where credit's due. Some of you are really amazing crocheters and knitters, And I get inspired by that, which pushes me to work harder on my craft. So, if you guys want to share, send something to my email, and I will get it on like the next either live or the next. I'll wait and get a couple of them. I think maybe give me like the name of what you were doing, maybe the yarn,
And
the hook size or the needle if you're knitting, and I'll we can share our stuff. I think that would be neat. That's really cool for the group because, like I said, some of you guys are just amazing.
And where you got the pattern from?
That inspiration from,
Inspiration. Yeah.
I've seen makes from a couple of people that in different groups and stuff, and at just like I'm blown away. There was a mosaic one that was just amazing. Like I know it's knit mosaic to make the picture, and it was just an amazing it was an amazing blanket. It was just like wow. And yes, thank you, Lorraine. That's the right email. So, take some happy snaps and go ahead and send it to me. We'll have some fun showing our makes. And like I said, most of like all of this group is our awesome pardon me, awesome crocheters and knitters and fiber artists, and you guys are all really good. So I'd like to see what you guys are doing. Let's see. I'll pick on somebody. This tangible realm. Do you like who knits and who crochets, or who does both? Because like I do both. I knit and crochet. I happen to prefer crochet, but I do both. Let's see who does what. Yes, Peronia. God bless you for making those blankets. Linan does both, but mostly crochet. Yeah, I did. I once I got frustrated because Rebecca was finishing stuff that's way faster than I was. It was I had to get on the crochet bus instead of the knitting. Right on, Mateo. I crochet. I can loom knit. Loom knit's cool. That's cool. That's the one with the like the 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 thing. I don't know what they call it. That goes like through and you like. I'm really butchering this, but look, ma, no hands. It has like a thing wound with, and you. Or I'm thinking of like when they make fabric. Is that what it is? Yeah, like a loom thing. I always thought that was really cool.
Bear crochets, knits, spins, and weaves.
Sherry R is mainly crochet, but trying to learn to knit better. Of course, Fiber Jazz is crochet and embroidery. Robin is crochet. You totally pronounced my name right. So many people struggle with it. Well, thank you. Um. Oh, got it. I know now. I know what you're talking about. Sorry, look, my no hands. I was thinking of like a loom, like the big, like loom thing, not the like the little rounds. Like I know what you're talking about now. Got it. Um. Why, Fluffy? Do you knit continental?
Let's see. Continental knitters here. Any continental knitters here? I love knitting. I just learned how to knit.
Woodworking,
Sweaters,
cooking,
Sarah.
embroidery. I want to learn weaving.
Crochet.
Good for you, Jeremy.
Jeremy sews too. Woodworking.
You sew, you're better than I am. I can't sew. I couldn't I couldn't sew like a straight line to save my soul. I mean, I could put a little like a little, like on my pants or to sew in a button, but to like actually like sew something, forget it. Okay, I have to ask Linoni, is Norwegian is Norwegian where they like I know we call it Portuguese style. Um, let me grab. But when you, what does this go to? Okay, it's a skate. It's on the floor. Um, we call it Portuguese knitting. I know there's another name for it. Is the Norwegian style the one? Is it one that you do? Okay, that looks janky. The one that you do like either over your neck and you keep the tension like with like the one. Okay, then I'm way off. Because there's a style of knitting, it's called Portuguese style, but they call it which one? The Norwegian one is Portuguese? The Portuguese one I know has the either they have like a little pin and they put the yarn over the pin and they like work it like I can do it, but I'm not very good at it. Then you work with the yarn. You keep your tension like over your neck or over a pin. But they, from doing a little research on it, they said there's other. They call it by other names besides Portuguese knitting. There's a couple. There's a couple different names for it. What you're doing right now is Portuguese. Yes, not the Portuguese. It's over. There's a lady that specifically does it on YouTube, and I can't remember because it's been a long time since I watched it. But what they'll do, and I remember my tia doing this, is they'll put the string over their neck, and they'll when they crochet or like when they knit, they keep the tension. You keep the tension with your between like as it's coming off of your either neck or your pin. Yeah, it's really cool. And it's supposed to be very fast, and it's supposed to be really good, a really good thing like for purling. It's makes it a lot easier to purl. So, Lane, check it out. I know it's on YouTube. Just type in Portuguese knitting and it'll come up. I just wanted to try it because I saw my Tia do it. So, but I ended up being I knit English. I'm a thrower. So that's the continental thing. I, at least to this point, I just wasn't comfortable. I didn't like no. When people ask me how I knit or I crochet, I tell them I do a caveman style. And I think my knitting style isn't like, I don't think it's the best, but it suits me because I was self-taught. I haven't taken any classes or anything, either on crocheting or knitting. I'm self-taught. So the way I knit may look awkward, or it may not be the right, like, perfect style thing, but it works for me.
Norwegian is almost like continental. You hold the yarn like you
So they hold it in their left hand.
and crochet around the finger. That's what
The
Leah
knitting.
Muesca said. Norwegian is almost like continental. You hold the yarn like
Wow, 90,000
crochet
stitch blanket.
around the finger.
You rock.
Also, Look Ma No Hands says, I'm interested in knitting with needles, but I'm not sure how I would manage the components.
Huh. That's kind of, they may have some kind of, I don't know.
I know there's someone who knits with her toes, crochets with her toes. And I know somebody.
Was it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone who crochets with one hand. Yeah.
I mean, you might look, Ma No Hand. You might take a look. Rebecca was saying, I guess there is somebody on YouTube that does like knitting and crochet, like not with their hands. So you might take a look. I mean, I'm sure you may have already taken a look, but that's what she was saying. So it's something to look into.
Yep. It's interesting to watch. Yeah. Videos available on YouTube.
Yeah, see,
I've seen somebody put it on the side of their hip and do it.
really? She might be talking about you. If you look, Ma No Hands, if I want to see if this works because I messed with Nightbot. Go ahead and type in, what the hell of a word did I
thought it was him.
What the heck did I put it in as?
Is he the one that puts it
Oh.
on the side of the hip?
Are you the one that does it on the side? Thank you, Lorraine. You're fast on the draw. I don't want to hit this. I want to hit it, but I don't want to hit it because if I hit it, it may go poopy doopies. Where is my
aunt showed me the mechanics of crochet and translated their motions with my feet. Yes, I think this is him.
Oh, now my
Yeah.
my little box with the sum of the world's knowledge. Where is it? Here it is. Hang on, guys. I wanna on my YouTube. I wanna take a look. Get going on this. That's the wrong live. I think I'm wow, acrylic painting too. That's cool. Cool. Thank you. That rocks. That's cool. That's an inspiration right there. Because nothing that like, nothing nothing can make you stop doing what you love. That's very cool. Oh, view my channel. Oh. Okay, look, Ma, no hands. I just subscribed to your channel too.
Was it crochet?
So we're buds. Oh, dang.
There she is.
Yeah, so I subscribe to you too. So we're good.
We'll subscribe to her as well.
And Rebecca, you just got 2 new subscribers because Rebecca and I both subscribe to your channel. That's amazing. So let's do this. It's 15 more minutes until we've been on an hour and a half. Let's go for an hour and a half and then we'll bounce off. Because I know people, I know people have to get ready for the weekend, for tomorrow. I mean, I have to go to work tomorrow. So,
and I think other people,
and I know other people are in the same boat. I remember you only spoke once and then I didn't see you again.
Who said that?
Who's that, Bonbon? I'm always on here babbling my mouth. My email is if Lorraine wants to drop it again, it's the Rockin' Crocheter at gmail.com. Yeah, I'm not retired. I'm still, I mean, I got but no, I'm still plugging away. Thank you, Robin. That's cool. Thank you for subbing to our channel. Or my channel. Or because I know last I've looked, I'm at 525. Well, probably 526 now, which is very cool. Thank you to all of you. I've got some of the best subs around. All of you are very, very cool.
Robin said, I sub to your channel also.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it's to Look Ma No Hands or if it's to me.
Well, I said I sub as well.
I think she just got 6 or 7 new subs. Right on. That's cool.
Mhm. Very cool.
That's very cool. So what's is anybody doing something cool on the weekend? I mean, cool for us. This is being able to stay home and relax. Because during the week, our weeks are crazy. It's cold as hell. Carson, where in this big country are you? Taking my grandkids to see Moana 2. I heard it was actually pretty good. A couple of the guys at work saw it. No have house to myself. Daughter went to California. That's cool. Stay out of the I'm gonna try this weekend. We're just hanging out around the house. We've been running like crazy. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, I have pictures from back east just today, and there was like snow and cold, and yeah, I moved from Washington back down to California, and even though I missed Washington, don't miss we used to get snow, and yeah, I don't miss that. But here it's been cool too. Like right now, it's in the 50s
Mm-hmm.
and it's dropping.
It's dropping.
Last night this morning when I went to work, it was like
Very cool.
it was almost into the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 20 degrees.
Ooh.
Oh, Emerson, that's 22. Ah,
Everyone be
Lorraine, it's 10 degrees. Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
holy.
Oh, right on. I lived in Eastern Washington. I lived in Olympia. As where I when I went when I was in like my high school years and stuff, we were in Washington and we were in Olympia. And it it would snow just enough to make everything um white and miserable to drive in and have black ice, and so yeah, none of that anymore. It was no fun. Um, my son went back to New York, and he happened to go back there during wintertime. And yeah, he was like, "Dad, it's cold. It's cold." So I think now he doesn't want to. I know for a time he wanted to move back east, and I think that winter cold cured him of it. Big smut. Um, no, I'm not on Instagram. Like all of, I haven't even for the start of it. I haven't been on Instagram. I just never like got into it. Um, so this is kind of my thing. So, like I said, my email's on my description. I would love to see your guys's stuff. Toronto. I grew up in Toronto. Right on. One of my favorite bands comes from Toronto. I want to say they're from Toronto. One of my favorite bands comes from Toronto. And I've seen them twice.
Ask them what their favorite music is.
My daughter lives in Vancouver, Washington. Went to visit her and lived in Lacey. Okay, that's outside of Olympia. We went to Seattle, Tacoma, and Olympia. I had a blast. Yeah, it's nice up there. It's nice. Oh, the band from Toronto is Rush. I've seen Rush. I've seen Rush twice. I believe they were from Toronto. Matt doesn't like my favorite musician. What musician?
Oh, let's see. What is it?
Who?
Who?
Yeah, because Matt the rock and crocheter, so it figures it's Rush. And I know
Elvis.
Triumph.
Elvis.
Triumph is from Canada too.
Elvis, she said. Lorene.
And I wear the sunglasses at night guy. I know he's Canadian. You saw Elvis twice? No. Elvis? Really?
Seen him twice.
Twice?
That's awesome, Lorene. Lorene. That's amazing.
My mom, I'm not throwing you in with my mom, Lorraine. But I know my mom saw like Engelbert Humperdinck and Liberace and who else did she see? Because they used to go to like the dinner shows, and I'm cool with Elvis. I like Johnny Cash better, but I'm cool with Elvis. Oh, that's so cool, Blonde Blonde. That is okay. You got me. Cause Triumph was cool. They were because I play guitar and chair. Triumph was kind of them and Rush were I used to listen to them. I used to listen to them a lot. They're actually two of my favorites. Well, not absolute favorite, but they're up there. I like both. I like both bands. Cash is very cool. And when when I have my down days, sometimes it'll be Dylan, Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan. It's not Bob. Is it Bob Dylan?
Dylan?
Or am I mixing Bob Marley and
Bob Marley?
but Dylan? It's Bob Dylan too. Is it Bob Dylan? No. Who the hell am I thinking of? I can hear the music. Yeah, and I like Marley too. Bob Dylan. It is Bob Dylan. The guy that lived on my Rick Emmett, really? Wow. Wow.
Who?
Rick Emmett from Triumph. That's so cool. Yeah, Bob Dylan. It is Bob Dylan. Gladys Knight. I know that's Fiber Jazz. Rebecca's. She goes to the jazzy stuff. I'm, you know, there's there's two kinds of music, heavy and metal. Actually, no, not for me because I am all over the place as far as that goes. As far as music, everything from like classical to opera to um metal to
Okay,
like
so
you name it.
um, what's his
What's
name?
going on, Don? I mean, I've even seen let's see, we saw Seal and Whitney Houston. I saw,
Who did Whitney Houston?
huh? I saw Whitney Houston a long time ago, and Prince and Sheila E. It's a killer concert. That shows how old I am. Yeah, I'm like, I listen to all kind of crazy stuff. Everybody at work thinks I'm just a metalhead, and I'm not. I listen to a lot of stuff. I like Otmar Liebert. I like George Benson.
Yeah.
Like so I'm all over the place. Hey, you know, we're all 21. That's all I'm giving. That is all. I will say a high school buddy of mine uh, lived up in Seattle. He still does, and he lived like a few blocks away from one of the Wilson sisters from Heart. I have yet to see anyone in concert and pushing 30. Well, when I was young, what it that's what we did. We jumped in. We saw who was going to be in concert. Jumped in the car, drove to Seattle, and like hung out and saw the concert. And it was a lot cheaper then. Now it's way expensive. Right on, Eric Clapton. That would be a good show. Yeah, Lorraine. I've seen so many. The ones that like stand out are standout concerts. As far as like the ones that I've seen, uh, I saw Queen. I saw Queen with Freddie Mercury twice. I saw Pink Floyd. I saw Roger Waters. I saw Ozzy with Randy Rhodes. What else I've seen? Uh, Metallica in a nightclub, like in a club in San Francisco. Um, and those are like the biggies. Yeah, I heard Pink has a really good show. I saw Whitney Houston. I saw Earth, Wind and Fire. Um, Blue Oyster Cult, Black Sabbath, Motorhead a couple of times, which was a really good show. I saw ACDC. It was ACDC and Quiet Riot. Um, Jeremy, have you seen Leon Patello? Because Leon Patello is a is one of the Christian ones, like the contemporary Christian ones that I've seen. And Leon, I heard it was like the former keyboardist of Santana. So I was all into it. I was like, wow. And it was Leon Patello. And he put on a really neat show. It was really good. No Santana, but it was a really good show. It was a really like it was a good gospel show. Donna, my double trouble sister. Yeah, ACDC was really good. Yeah, it was ACDC and Quiet Riot. That was in Tacoma. It was a good show. Seen the Scorpions a couple of times, 3 times. Like Iron Maiden, Judas Priest. We went to all of those. It was a blast. We had a lot of fun. Now to go to those concerts, the price tag is just ridiculous. Oh, we hit the mark. Oh, yeah, babe. Andrea Bocelli would be incredible. I wanted to go see Pavarotti too, and I didn't have a chance. Yeah, I mean, like when I saw Queen, um, the tickets were it was like $9 for the ticket and another, or it was $12 for the ticket and another like $4 or $5 handling charge. So it's like $17 for the ticket, and we thought that was astronomical. I mean, that's crazy. Like, and now to see Queen without Freddie Mercury, I mean, those tickets are like goofy expensive. I know we went to. I wanted to take Rebecca to go see uh, Anthony, Mike, not Michael Anthony. That's Van Halen. Um, Anthony. It's not Michael Anthony. Who's the Puerto Rican?
Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony. Michael Anthony. Mark Anthony. I mean, I've seen Michael Anthony. I saw Van Halen. So, but I wanted to take Rebecca to go see Mark Anthony, and those tickets were just ridiculous. Like the nosebleed seats were even ridiculous. We were looking at Andre Bocelli's tickets too, and his that was, down in front it was like $1,500, and the nosebleed seats were like 300. That was crazy. Oh wow, library lady, that is so cool. That was one thing I regret. My grandmother loved Pavarotti and Andre Bocelli, and I so wanted to take her to go see one of them, and I I ended up not, and that was a big like thing that I boo booed. But anyways, we're coming up to an hour and 34 minutes, and I want to be respectful. Look, no hands. I cried.
Yeah.
I cried at what?
Josh Groban.
Oh, Josh Groban.
Oh my God, he was so awesome. He puts on a great concert.
The one that I was most surprised as far as concerts go, there's two that I went to that were just they were amazing show. Three. There was three that I went to that were amazing shows that were just like crazy good. One was Rodrigo y Gabriela. If you have a chance, take a look at them. They're amazing. Another one was we went and saw Seal. Rebecca and I went and saw Seal. I got her the tickets for a present, and we went and saw it. Amazing show. Seal tears it up. He was good. And this one shows my age because it shows the decade I was from. The other one that I got to see is a Scottish band, which is Big Country. They put on an amazing show. I still listen to them to this day, and Big Country was just awesome. So with that, I've got to bail out of. We've got to bail out of here, so you guys can. The ones that are retired can get some rest. That sounded bad. The ones that are retired can, you guys can do what and I've got to get ready for work tomorrow. I have to get there bright and early, so got to do it. My favorite scene is the jukebox. Is the restaurant with the jukebox. What? What scene with the jukebox? Harry. You guys, good night to all of you. Fluffy, you take care of yourself. Look, Ma, no hands. I'm gonna go check you out. Check out your channel. And if you're lurking and like what you're seeing, please by all means subscribe. It's free. And we'll have we have some fun. I know it's not all just yarn and stuff, but we'll have a good time. Please subscribe to my channel. When you're either going in or going out, please hit the thummies because that's the YouTube thing. I would much rather have a bunch of these than, but YouTube uses these. So please, give it the thumbs. And all of you guys are all amazing. And I hope you have a very blessed weekend. And we'll see you guys later. Okay? Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you later. You want to say goodbye, my love?
Goodbye. Hold on.
That was goodbye from the South 40. So goodbye from both of us. And I know Paco's running around here too, and so you can hear him going. So that's his way of saying goodbye also. So we'll see you all guys. We'll see all you guys later. Take care and be safe, and God bless all of you. Have a good one.